we are going to start with a beam forming. एंटीना का बीम फॉर्मिंग कैसे होता है? ओके, सो एवरीवन नोज दैट मैक्सवेल थ्योरी. सो मैक्सवेल थ्योरी, व्हाट मैक्सवेल थ्योरी shows that if there is a electric field, time varying electric field is there oscillator, then it will generate a time varying magnetic field B. So this is a simple Maxwell. हम लोग को पता है what is a law, that if there is a time varying electric field is present, then it will generate a time varying magnetic field. Same magnetic field will generate an electric field. So always remember that if magnetic field is there, then it is going to generate a electric field, and if electric field is there, then it is going to generate a magnetic field. So the electric field and magnetic field interaction produces a propagating electromagnetic wave. Again, understand that electric field and magnetic field interaction produces a propagating electromagnetic wave perpendicular to E and B fields, mean electric field and magnetic fields. There exists a continuous transfer of energy between the fields. मतलब वहाँ पे continuous आपका energy आपको transfer मिलेगा. So how it is going to related with your antenna? This is a major question.
Did you know that fiber optics power the internet, 5G and high-speed networks worldwide? Welcome to Mastering Fiber Optics from Basics to Advanced Application. I am Bhagyashree Thorat, and with 15 years of experience, I will guide you through everything from optical fibers to multiplexing, power budget analysis and real-world problem solving. Ready to boost your career in fiber optics? Enroll now and start mastering the future of communication. Join now on Udemy. Learn, apply and master.
This is your generation of electromagnetic radiation, that is maximum voltage applied, then decrease applied voltage, then zero because it is a oscillating, so maximum होगा, then zero होगा, फिर again वो increase होता जाएगा. So what is going to happen, that you are getting a magnetic field E, okay, आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. So E difference along conducting dipole produces electrical field. Field line represents field strength of submagnitude. Other lines further apart due to repulsion of like poles. So field line collapse when voltage difference between ends decreases, delay in reaction and repulsion causes outer field to separate before collapsing. So electric field reserve opposite fields line produced, since field lines are in same direction, loop field push away at speed of light. So this is your E field and this is your M field. So it is a conducting dipole antenna. So in a dipole antenna, you can observe this electric field and magnetic field. So because of that fields, what is going to happen? That you are going to get discharging spark or oscillating dipole is there. So you are getting this electric field, magnetic field, electric field, magnetic field. Okay, or you are getting vertical or polarized antenna. Now this is a vertical polarized antenna. So according to vertical, it is showing a electric field and magnetic field. Okay, this distance is a lambda. Remember that. This is your impedance. So simplest form of antenna. This is the dipole antenna. Okay, so in the dipole antenna, how you are going to get this electric field? It is a maximum, minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum. So we are having a polarization, linear polarization, circular polarization, and this is, if you are going to see from eyes, this is a polarization sheet P1, this is analyzer and this is polarizer. Vertical polarized lens allow only vertical components of light, and horizontal polarized lens is placed between no light passes. This is your circular polarized antenna, and this is a beam forming. Because of that polarization, this beam is going to form. So this is a beam for dipole antenna. So high sensitivity, high directivity increases the radar detection rate and exploit weak signal. This is very important, and this is a when we are having a array antenna, Yagi-Uda. So this is a radiation pattern for that. So this is a major lobe, half power beamwidth. Then these are the side lobe. These are the minor lobe and back lobe. So what is the difference between side lobe and minor lobe? So side lobe is that the intensity of side lobe is a measurable and it is going to affect your radiation pattern. बट माइनर लोब का इंटेंसिटी कम होता है एंड इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू अफेक्ट योर रेडिएशन पैटर्न और रिसीव्ड सिग्नल। बट यहाँ पे माइनर लोब आपको कोई सिग्नल रिसीव नहीं करेगा, बट साइड लोब कैन रिसीव अ सिग्नल। बैक लोब मीन्स एग्जैक्टली बैक साइड ऑफ अ मेजर लोब। Remember that exactly back side of a major lobe, whatever lobe is there, it is a back lobe, and these are the minor lobe. This is a directivity on a Smith chart. So this is your Smith chart. This is your front to back ratio. This is the back side and this is the front side beam width. So from 0, I'm going to start my moving antenna 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And if I rotate the antenna, this is my radiation pattern. So for this radiation pattern, this is a beam width. This is power density. Always remember, power density of a beam is not uniform. It is a changing. Beam width measure at 3 dB down point is that AZ all आपका जो elevation angle होगा. So these are the main point that you have to remember: front to back ratio and maximum directivity. Now again, this is a array antenna. So in array antenna there are two types. One is a broadside and one is a end fire.
For more information of this topic, don't forget to subscribe my channel Pinnacle.